Hi everyone, welcome to Pimmy's Handcrafted Soap. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving last week if you guys celebrated it. So what we're gonna be doing today is making a loaf of soap out of some bacon fat and pork fat. So I collected this some time ago and I kept collecting until I have enough. I think I have enough for a loaf now. You can see that there's bits and pieces of things that are remaining in the pork fat. I haven't strained this yet. This is actually from my cooking and stuff. I haven't strained this yet, so the next step will be melting this down. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do microwave or a double boiler, and then we'll strain it through some coffee filter so that these bits and pieces will not be in our soap. So the point of this is to, use what you already have at home to make something that's more useful, and it will be awesome. Stay tuned. What I decided to do is to use a boiling method to help melt the pork fat, bacon fat, and then once it's clear, I will strain it through coffee filters into my main soaping bucket here. I'll need 23.36 ounces. That's 73% of the recipe. And the recipe I'm using today will be the Bubbly Lard soap recipe, because essentially, you guys, pork fat and bacon fat is actually lard. Here it is, the melted bacon fat, pork fat, and now I'm straining it into my container using coffee filters and a strainer. I might have to do this a couple times to get the exact amount I need for this recipe, because this is about 13 ounces. I'll need some more. As I was straining with the coffee filter, I had to change to really thick paper towels instead, because the coffee filter was going so slowly. If you have cheesecloth, I would recommend doing this method with that. See what we have here. This is the melted lard and coconut oil. I have yet to add the castor oil to this. I will do that soon. Here I have my lye water mixture. It is cooling down. And this is the essential oil blend. What I'm using today is 25% cedar wood and 75% rosemary. We're gonna be coloring this batch with turmeric, ground turmeric. I got this from Nature's Garden. We'll be using 1 tablespoon per pound of oils, so 2 tablespoons for this batch. I'm also going to be adding some kaolin clay to provide a little bit of a slip for the bars. I'll be using half a tablespoon of this. I'll also be adding some coffee ground, half a tablespoon of coffee ground, so that this soap can be exfoliating. So excited to make this batch, you guys, because it is very, very natural, as much as it can be anyway for soap. And also I have some goodies that I'll be adding it. And you know that most of the oils in here are from leftover bacon fat, pork fat. So I'm making something useful out of the leftovers that we have in the kitchen. Follow along, you guys. See this bright orange color? Usually with natural colorants, when we use them to color soap, it will fade with time as it cures and as it sits there. But isn't this so gorgeous? I'm now going to add half a tablespoon of coffee grounds just to give these bars some exfoliation properties. I love exfoliation in my soaps. And followed by the cedar wood and rosemary essential oil blend. It smells so nice, you guys. It's quite refreshing. I like the combination. If you guys try this, let me know how it goes. Gorgeous the color is. Right now the batter is at medium trays. This is perfect for a one color pour. You guys know I hardly do one color, but this is going to be so awesome. I'm going to pour it in my mold now, and then we'll wait for it to set up before decorating the top. And I think for the top I'm just gonna use a fork. I like that design so much. Here is the top design. Do you like it? You saw that I just used a fork to do this. It's gonna be so pretty when it's done. Stay tuned for the cut. We're back the next day to cut the soap. This is a turmeric soap with coffee grounds made from 73% lard. And the lard actually is from the bacon fat and the pork fat that I saved from my cooking. It is scented with rosemary and cedar wood, and the top is decorated with a fork. Normally, if this was a multi-color soap, the cutting part would be a lot of fun. Like if I was making swirls and things like that, it'll show up here. And the cutting is more exciting than a regular plain one color bar like this. If you would like to see a video where I make a swirly soap, a drop swirl charcoal soap, click the eye in the upper right hand corner to do that. So here's the cut soap. Doesn't it look nice with the fork designs on top? I love the idea of being able to use old fats to make this soap. And it is colored with turmeric. Because of it being natural colorant, it will fade, but I don't mind that part. There's also coffee ground here for exfoliation. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Consider subscribing, and if you have any comments, leave them below also. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!